It's an exciting time for us MMO lovers. The past few years, we have had tons of announcements and releases for new MMO titles. They may have not all been good, but for a genre that has been considered dying for so long, it's good to see. The latest announcement comes from Kakao and Excel Games, and the title ArcheAge 2. The game will take place around the same time as ArcheAge 1 and will feature a lot of the same systems like a seamless open world, caravan, trade routes, housing, and more. For ArcheAge 2, they are using Unreal Engine 5, and what we saw in the trailer looked pretty amazing, but it didn't really showcase what could be real gameplay in the way that NCSoft did with Throne and Liberty. We got a lot of action shots and cinematic views, probably banking off the popularity of the original ArcheAge MMO. There were a lot of people who played and liked ArcheAge at launch. I played a bit during its NDA phase and I thought it had a lot of cool systems in place. And apparently the community also agreed at the time, but it seems that not long after launch, the community became overrun with bots and pay-to-win microtransactions that players in some regions weren't happy with. This is just my opinion, only being able to see what the Western audience thought about the game under Gamigo, but I think that it being published by multiple publishers across the world instead of one global publisher aided in the issues with how monetization was handled. Eventually, Kakao Games will take over Western publishing rights and release ArcheAge Unchained, a fresh start subscription-based version of ArcheAge that is supposed to combat some of the pay-to-win issues that plagues the original. But with Kakao also being known for poor monetization that pushes players away, I don't think it helped much. The latest release that Kakao published to the West was Elion, a game with some promise, but is ending its Western service due to lack of income from the player base. Now, of course, this is because it had tons of pay-to-win options in it, and overall the gameplay was just alright. That brings us back to ArcheAge 2, which will also be published in the West by Kakao Games, and the question remains, will they learn from the mistakes made with Elion and ArcheAge? Will they go for a subscription-based route like ArcheAge Unchained and its current upcoming competition, Ashes of Creation, or will it remain free to play with strong pay-to-win elements that can essentially break the game and drive away the players once again? Right now, there isn't a lot of information to go on aside from a couple of developer interviews, but we know that in some cases plans change when games are being developed. Hopefully a website will drop soon and we will get some more information about what is actually being carried over from ArcheAge 1 into ArcheAge 2. Let me know in the comments if you are excited about a new ArcheAge coming out, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.